TV's WhatsApp on 081 200 6659 or send an SMS to 555. One Africa TV, it just gets better. Today on One Always There. Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary.
Today on One, New Dam farm manager threatens to shoot LPM members. Kuala residents praise the nation for their overwhelming support. Kren sets the record straight on city's telecommunications license. And youth steps in for vulnerable communities in urban areas.
A farm manager at New Dam was approached by members of the Landless People's Movement who accused him of giving the go-ahead for eviction to take place without prior notice or reasoning. The manager was followed to his doorstep, and after a brief altercation, he went inside and returned with a shotgun, threatening to shoot anyone that enters his residence.
We want answers for the woman. We want answers. Come into the house. We want answers. You come into the house. We want answers. We want answers. Call the police. Call the police. We want answers. You go break down people's house. You don't have shame. You do not have shame. These people are sleeping in the cold.
Behind me is the house of the farm manager here at New Dam campus of UNAM. The LPM members tried to corner the farm manager, asking for answers as to why they were evicting some inhabitants that live in a settlement just behind New Dam campus. The farm manager went inside, took out a firearm, a shotgun to be specific, and threatened to shoot them if they entered his house.
Tell us, why are the people being evicted? Why are their homes being broken? Hey? She's a woman, she's got nowhere to go. He's threatening us with police, he's threatening us with a weapon. We want answers. They are the management here. Hey, we've got no answers, and this is unacceptable. In a democratic country, 30 years after independence, we are having women, children, grandchildren being evicted out of homes that they've been living for more than 30 years. This is unacceptable, and we are not going to condone this. Let them come and answer our calls. Let them come and tell us, what must we do with this woman and many others that are out in the streets? Where must they go? We want answers.
He just put a firearm. He thought maybe he will scare us away. We are not scared of firearms. We stood there and we told him, together with your firearm, if standing up for our people means that we be killed today, we are ready, because we can't continue as business as usual whilst women and children, minor children, mind you, babies are being evicted.
What you're seeing here is the demolition of one of several homes as UNAM evicts inhabitants that have lived here for generations. This very house belonged to a mother of 4.
Ek het nou 4 kinders en nog 2 kleintjies. Ek kan nie wachten dat dit gaan. Hulle het self my goed om uitgehaal, die deur gebreek, die slot gebreek en die goed uitgehaal en my goed uit aan te verlaai. Ek kan nie wachten dat van en ook met my kinders daar slaap nie. So ek soek help by government.
The bulldozer stopped demolishing the house after Today on One arrived and started to film. The security officials on site tried to stop us from doing our work and told us to go back to Windhoek and seek permission to come and film the event.
The government het vir ons gelos hier. Onze ouers is dood, dis wat die government oor die tyd gewerk het. Daar is van die begrafenis, hier vanaf tot by proefplaats, daar is nog begrafenis. Toen sê government, hy self vir ons met die begrafenis en alles kom uithaal. Nou is UNAM bezig om vir ons uit te twist. Hulle is bezig om vir ons op een manier. Waar moet hy vrou nou gaan blijven as goed is nou? Hy kan toch gevat worden.
The ELPM members say that they will lay charges against the farm manager for the threats and for the evictions. Reporting for Today on One, I'm Joseph Chifeni.
The Namibian nation has reached out to the victims of the devastating fire that ravaged through the Twaloloka informal settlement at Walvis Bay. Massive support has been pouring in for the victims, who have expressed their gratitude towards the Namibian nation at large. The Namibian nation has been showing great support towards the residents of Twaloloka since the devastating fire, where more than 100 shacks burned to the ground. Residents are therefore praising the nation for the help that they are receiving, stating that this kind of gesture towards them gives them hope.
I really thank everybody. I also thank the government. We need to acknowledge the government when they do something good. There might have been failures, but there's also something good. It's not easy to solve problems at once. We keep complaining about the government, but look at how they also came through for us. We need to learn to appreciate. I am really proud of the companies and individuals.
I feel good that people are really caring about us since our homes burned down. I have hope. I really thank the Namibian nation for fighting for their fellow brothers and sisters like this.
Despite having gone through the trauma of losing their homes and belongings, a group of young boys are still eager to go to school, as they are asking if schools will reopen for them, since none of them want to repeat their current grades.
I just wanted to ask if we are going to repeat or is the school going to open. Like in this high school, kids are going to school. But I want to know is it going to open or not. Kids need education in order to get work, in order to get money to go to their parents. But if there is no school, if there is no education, there is no life.
The Twaloloka settlement, which means we are tired, has now been renamed and will now be known as Otoya, which means we are coming.
At Spar, we're giving thousands of customers 50% off their shopping instantly. Simply buy any participating product and swipe your Spar Rewards card at the till to enter, and you could get half your shopping for free. Plus, get great deals like Knorr packet soup for just $4.29 and Spar smooth fruit or double cream yogurt for only $21.99. Spar, here for the savings, here for you.
The Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia has stood by its decision to award the Municipal Council of the City of Windhoek with a Class Comprehensive Telecommunications Service license. Various stakeholders from the telecommunications sector in Namibia have failed in their bid to convince CRAN to reconsider its decision to award a Class Comprehensive Telecommunications Service license to the Municipal Council of the City of Windhoek. Today on One met with CRAN to hear their take on the decision.
When the council submitted the application, it was for a network facilities license. But the license category that the authority eventually issued was a Class Telecommunications Comprehensive License. Now, the argument by Paratus was that the parties, this is now the public and the players within the ICT sector, were not afforded an opportunity to comment on the Class Comprehensive Telecommunication License, but only on the Network Facilities License. Now, on this issue, the authority found that the authority was well within its powers to change the license category without having given the other operators an opportunity to comment on that, because this is what the procedure regulations dictate for. So the finding is really that the authority complied with the licensing procedure regulations, and that is the process that is set out.
Some of the concerns raised by telecommunications operators are that Cren's decision is not rational because the city of Windhoek intends to allegedly lease out its fiber optic network to Huawei, as well as unfair competition based on the fact that the city of Windhoek might prevent other licensees from constructing a network infrastructure or abuse its power by preventing other operators from installing fiber optic cables on public land under its administration. According to Cren, the communications watchdog has imposed additional conditions to the city's license, which promotes fair competition and equality among all providers of telecommunications and broadcasting services.
The authority found that it is not the authority's mandate to enforce compliance with regulations imposed under the Local Authorities Act, and therefore we do not have jurisdiction to deal with that matter. Now, based on those four grounds, the authority then resolved to uphold its initial decision of April and award the council for the municipality of Windhoek with a class comprehensive telecommunications license. Now, in addition to that, there were also comments that were raised by the public. And this is because, remember that the council administers land on behalf of the public within the municipal boundaries of Windhoek. Now, when other operators are laying fiber, they need to notify council that they are going to lay fiber on this land that council is administering. Now, the issue was, if council is going to become a licensee and they also manage this notification process for the laying of fiber, what would then happen? Would there be a separation? And the authority felt that this is a valid observation that the public made, and this is why we have now imposed additional conditions which are aimed at ensuring that there is some separation and also that the authority assumes some oversight on that notification process. And those conditions have then been issued to the city and attached to the license that has just now been upheld.
The telecommunications license awarded to the city of Windhoek came a few weeks after the city was recently accused of corruption by an Al Jazeera expose which alleges that a member of the municipal council was offered a bribe by a local politician to ensure that the Chinese tech giant Huawei would win an exclusive contract to build a 5G telecommunication network in Windhoek.
With trusted quality and great value on all Clicks brand products, switch and save. Buy Clicks body lotion 400ml 2 for $27. Buy any 3 Clicks toothpaste, 110 grams, cheapest one free. Buy Clicks body spray ladies or men's 2 for $43. Buy Clicks glucosamine supplement 2 for $367. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
Youth from Hakahana have launched a non-governmental organization that will render support to vulnerable members of the community, including those living with HIV and AIDS, as the health sector becomes overwhelmed with the increase in COVID-19 cases. As the city and country at large continues to battle the spread of COVID-19, those in informal settlements are at a higher risk as they live in overcrowded and cramped conditions with limited or no access to basic services. The founders of a non-governmental organization called the Namibia Mitigation and Community Awareness Program, or NMCAP, say that the health crisis has left vulnerable groups in communities neglected and that they plan to ensure that they receive the necessary support.
It is an organization which is there to combat HIV and AIDS within the country. The organization consists of about 18 members, of which most of them are students and some of them are unemployed students. Right? The organization's purpose or objective is to help to complement the government effort when it comes to mitigate HIV and AIDS. The organization also supports or promotes health and hygiene among communities. The organization also has been recently helping in dealing with COVID-19, like information dissemination.
The Forum for the Future project coordinator says that their organization will lend support to the NMCAP project as an affiliate of the National Youth Council.
We are standing as Forum for the Future. Our support and our cry is to our community to stand up and to initiate programs like this, events like this, because this is our problems that we need to address. We cannot wait for people from the officers to come and talk to us. We have to initiate our problems, we have to solve our problems, we have to bring our problems to those officers. Because people must know, the officers must know, Hagahana, Kuleha, Soweto, whatsoever location needs this type of assistance. So I'm very much glad to the team that have stood up and said that we are going to do something within our community. Even though it is a start as colleagues, I am a program manager. I can help you with so many things. I can give you skills on facilitation, on organizing, whatsoever. You can call my office. I will be at the liberty to help with whatsoever you need.
The organization will also work alongside stakeholders as a registered NANASO member to ensure that it reaches out to those that are in need. The Namibia Networks of Aid Services organization comprises of various NGOs and coordinates efforts on health-related matters.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm also Sam.
Meet my little Sam. Only the best for my son.
Sam! I'm Sam! This is Sam, live.
I'm Sam and I'm fun.
No two people are the same, so why should their cover be? New personal cover from Old Mutual lets you build the cover that's right for you and your budget. And it's easy to change as your life does too. The time is now to get personal cover that's just for you. SMS cover to 66522 today.
In other leading stories, the Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia, CRAN, hosted public consultative meetings on the regulations prescribing fees for spectrum licenses, certificates and examinations, and the proposed market study on the determination of dominant position in the telecommunications sector respectively. The public hearings were hosted in accordance with Section 78 of the Communications Act No. 8 of 2009 and Regulation 4 of the Regulations regarding rule-making procedures, which makes provision for CRAN to host a public consultative meeting to provide stakeholders with an opportunity and a platform to raise their views, concerns and opinions and to obtain clarity on whether a certain licensee should or should not be categorized as a dominant player. Speaking at the public consultative meetings, Mr. Jochen Trout, the CRAN Acting Chief Executive Officer, said that the objectives of the regulations pertaining to spectrum fees is to enforce the efficient use of radio frequency spectrum through the optimum occupancy thereof and the implementation of more spectrally efficient equipment. He added that the authority set spectrum fees considering the demand for radio frequency spectrum in a given spectrum band and the impact of inflation as indicated by the annual Consumer Price Index as published by the Namibia Statistics Agency on its official website, and this is done from time to time.
America said this is very serious and that the right ministry should investigate the matter. Selma asked if the buses will be disinfected. Joshua is worried in the manner that human resources practitioners are handling the affairs of companies during COVID-19. Tuvetwile said this is bad as some will find it hard to survive without their medication. Tina said it is good that the lives of workers is prioritized. While Sebso said the manager should be removed for threatening his workers for simply wanting to be safe. And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on Today and One.
Don't you love that you always get more at Pep? Like Bramley scented tissue oil. Why get just one when you can take any 3 for only 50? And get ladies' Doral deodorant just $24.99 per 2-pack. Come to Pep for more great deals at the lowest prices by far.
Us on #LearnOn1. Tell us what you're learning and where you're learning it from. Send us your name and town to the One Africa TV's WhatsApp on 081-200-6659 or send an SMS to 555. One Africa TV. It just gets better. A look at the weather forecast. First, an advisory from the Windhoek Met Office. East wind conditions will persist over the Namib and coastal areas extending into the weekend. Please do take the necessary precautions. The Namibia interior is sunny and warm but hot in the north. The coast sunny and hot to very hot with sandstorms and the wind fresh to strong easterly. Now a look at minimum and maximum temperatures across the country and beyond.
Oner hout si klare tiske madra mariska
compliqué, someone dit someone dit compliqué, someone dit someone dit compliqué, someone dit someone dit compliqué, someone dit
Young bruv. Oh, wow. When I look up to the sky, I cry. A lot of people in my hood, they die. Oh, I swear to God, give me the blessing so that I could. When I look up to the sky, I cry. A lot of people in my hood, they die. Oh, I swear to God, to give me the blessing so that I could change the world.
When I look up to the sky, I cry. After heavenly blessings falling down. When I'm trying to save my soul, you're making a way, my only footsteps are leading my way. I'm checking it back. Got it up, man, I'm living life. Lifestyle is the only thing I'm worth it. Man, I came from the struggle.